Hello everyone, welcome back to the Casual Watch Review channel. And have I got something cool to show for all the Omega Speedmaster fans out there? I've got a delivery from my favourite man from Uncle, and I don't mean this man from Uncle, or even this man from Uncle, although I think Henry Cavill did a pretty good job of that, to be honest. But anyway, this is not casual movie talk, this is Casual Watch Review channel. And I have been kindly sent in a new bracelet from Uncle Seiko, although I'm sure he's going to have to change his name now, maybe to Uncle Speedy or just Uncle something else, because he's doing an excellent job for not only Seiko now, where he was legendary for recreating vintage rubber straps like the Tropic, the Waffle strap, and to this day, one of my favourites that he's ever made is the Razor Wire. I just love it. Extremely comfortable. A real attention to detail. Now, for regular viewers, this isn't my Speedmaster. I haven't had an attack of guilt and bought it back. This is kindly sent in to me by Larry as well. Here we have the Speedmaster Professional, and then we have a first Omega in space here. Reason being is there's two different finishes, so let's have a look at them. So this isn't Larry's first. If you remember back last year, covered his Beads of Rice bracelet. That Beads of Rice bracelet was not a bracelet that came on a Speedmaster. It was certainly Seamaster inspired, but it looked awesome. Believe it or not, this is now the fourth bracelet that he has recreated for the Speedmaster. He made a US 1171 bracelet, and then he also made a US Mexico Hulzer Speedmaster bracelet. Now Chris, who is good friend to the channel and our resident military expert, has this US Mexico bracelet and he just loves it. One of the most comfortable bracelets that he's ever had on a watch, he tells me, and he's kindly sent some photos in for us to have a look at it there. So this is the new bracelet, and this, you might recognise it. Certainly the Speedmaster fans will recognise it. This is the one that's commonly referred to as the Flat Link Bracelet, and it was a bracelet that was common on vintage Speedmasters back in the day. Now, we haven't seen this on a Speedmaster for a very long time, with the exception of the Speedmaster 50th anniversary that I managed to get a hold of one from Bob's Watches last year. And I have reviewed this, and that's where Omega themselves recreated this flat link. If you're wanting that look for your Speedmaster, you're either going to have to order that bracelet from Omega, and I imagine that would be, probably wouldn't get much change from $1,000, I reckon. Or you find a vintage one of these, and they are, I was having a look before, and they are certainly in the $500 to $600 price range. Whereas Larry has recreated this, and all of his bracelets for Omega watches are less than $100, plus the tax and shipping, obviously. So what these are is they're recreations of vintage Omega watch bracelets. These aren't $90 versions of the new bracelets that you would see on a Speedmaster. So they're not heavy. They have hollow end links instead of solid end links. Pressure clasps, unlike the push buttons that you see on modern Omega watches. And they also have, because they're vintage inspired, they have push pins for the links as well. These aren't screw-in links. And they're also a lot lighter. It is stainless steel, as you'd expect, but they are a lot lighter. They have that really nice vintage feel to them, that vintage feel of Omega bracelets, but also that vintage feel of Rolex bracelets as well that also had pressure clasp like this. And while we're looking at the clasp, very nice brushing on here, but if you see the U, if you recognize this on a vintage Omega watch bracelet, this would be the Omega symbol, but this is a U for Uncle Seiko. So just a little nod and a nice attention to detail there by Larry. So here we have a 20mm version on the Speedmaster Professional, and then Larry has also created a 19mm version for this first Omega in space. Very nice. You'll also notice another difference, and the reason why I'm wearing gloves is because this one has the polished on the outer links and then brushing on the center links. I know when I do Omega videos that usually somebody comments on the bracelet saying, I wish it was all brushed. So Larry has done a version of this all brushed. So here we have it on my 7.2 inch wrist. Very comfortable. It's extremely light. Its construction means that it's extremely light. Hollow end links. We have that pressure clasp on here as well. There's one of the other interesting things about the clasp is there's 5 layers of micro adjustment on here as well. There we have it on my 7.2 inch wrist. Gives a great vintage look. I'm as impressed with this one as I was as impressed with the beads of rice. And if you're a Speedmaster owner, for $400 you could own all of these bracelets. Next up, we have the first Omega in space, and then this bracelet version with the polishing on the outer links here. This hasn't been adjusted for my 7.2 inch wrist. As you can see, there's quite a lot of play there, so you could get it on a considerably larger wrist than mine. These are both reviewed versions, and these are going to be very gently rewrapped and then sent on to the next reviewer. I'm very lucky that Larry sent me these. I'm one of the first reviewers to get my hands on these. I personally prefer this with the polishing on either side of the end links here. This would probably be the one that I would go for if I still had my Speedmaster. So 2 more impressive bracelets here from Larry at Uncle Seiko. He is really dedicated to the watch collecting community, so I would definitely check out on his website. If you're not a particular fan of this Flat Link, then as I mentioned, you've got 3 other choices on there. The beads of rice, I had that on my Speedmaster before I sold it, and I really liked it. It gave a really nice vintage look to the watch. But as always with these reviews, I'm more interested in what you guys think. You've heard my opinion. Let me know in the comments section down below. If you want to check these bracelets out, head over to uncleseiko.com. There'll also be a link in the description down below. A big thanks to Larry for sending me these over. I promise I will wrap these up securely and get them back out in the post to you, because you've been without these Speedmasters for a few days now, and I know these are actually from your personal collection. So big thanks to Larry at Uncle Seiko there. As always, really appreciate you watching. If it's the first time you're watching one of my uploads, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and then let me know in the comments section down below that you're a new subscriber so I can say hello. Also, if you're interested in more longer form content, head on over to iTunes or your favourite podcasting app and check out our Casual Watch Talk audio only podcast. Appreciate you watching. See you next time on the Casual Watch Review channel. Thanks guys, bye.